Hi everybody. In this video we are going to discuss about the how to draw electronic configuration. Electronic configuration means distribution of electrons around the nucleus in different shells, subshells. How the electrons are get distributed around the nucleus, that's the electronic configuration. So some basics we should know. In the nucleus of an atom, protons and neutrons are present and electrons are revolving around the nucleus in different shells. So first thing we need to know is that first around the nucleus, first shell is the K shell. K shell is made up of S subshell only. L shell is the second shell. So here is the nucleus, K shell, then L, then M, like these shells are there. So L shell is made up of S and P subshell. Then M shell is made up of S, P and D subshell. Okay, and N and all remaining shells are made up of S, P, D and F subshells. Okay, these are the subshells. This is the first thing. Now the second thing is that firstly we learned shells are made up of subshells. Now the second thing is that subshells are made up of the atomic orbitals. Okay, so we know that which are the subshells. Subshells are either S, P, D or F. So these subshells are made up of the atomic orbitals. So see here S, P, D and F, and here I will write the orbitals, and here it's a subshell. S subshell is made up of one orbital, P subshell is made up of three orbitals, D subshell is made up of 5 orbitals and F subshell is made up of 7 orbitals. Okay, each orbital can accommodate maximum 2 electrons. It means S subshell, the total capacity of to accommodate the electron for the S subshell is of 2 electrons. P subshell is made up of 3 orbitals and each orbital can accommodate maximum 2 electrons, means 3 into 2 6. Here D subshell can accommodate 10 electrons, F subshell can accommodate 7 into 2 14 electrons. Okay, so this is a very basic fundamental thing. Shells are made up of subshells, subshells are made up of the atomic orbitals. Now we are going to learn 3 important rules about the distribution of electrons around the nucleus. The first one is the Aufbau's principle. AUFBAUS, Aufbau's principle. Aufbau is the German word. Okay, na? Aufbau is a German word which means building up. The Aufbau principle gives us idea how the electrons are get distributed in the different subshells, what is their sequence. According to the Aufbau's principle, in the ground state of an atom, electrons tends to occupy available orbitals in increasing order of energies. Means the lowest energy orbital being filled. For the Aufbau's principle, we should draw the diagram like this. One is first shell is made up of S subshell, second shell is made up of S and P subshell, third M shell is made up of S, P and D subshell, then fourth is made up of 4S, 4P, 4D and 4F subshell, and remaining all are made up of SPDF subshells. We can write them like this. Okay, here we can write them like this. 5S, 5P, 5D, 5F. Then here there is a 6S, 6P, 6D, 6F, 7S, 7P, 7D, 7F. Like this basic structure we should make first of all. Okay. Now here this diagram shows how the electrons are get filled in a different subshells. So I will make a circle for each subshell. Okay, these are the shells. These are the shells are made up of the subshells. So what happens according to the Aufbau's principle? First of all, in the ground state means in a normal condition. Normal condition of an atom, there are the two conditions, normal condition and excited condition one. When the energies get absorbed, then the electron goes to the higher energy level, that's the excited state, which is a rare one. But in most of the cases, in normal condition, what happens, the atom, in an atom, how the electrons are get distributed, that we are going to see. What is the sequence of filling of electron? So first of all, electrons are there in a 1s subshell. firstly we should fill the electron in 1s subshell. We know that capacity of s subshell is of the 2 electrons. Once the s subshell is filled completely, then electrons are to be filled in a 2s subshell. Later on, once the 2s is filled completely, then the next electrons are to be filled in 2p, then 3s, then here this sequence is to be followed, 3p. After 3p, the electron should go into the 4s, then 3d, then 4p, 5s, and this is the sequence. Okay, so in this way the electrons are get distributed. So you should practice this diagram again and again, isn't it? Here the tricky thing is that below to the p subshell, after 2p, 3s, we should start the 3s here. After 3p, we should start 4s. Then after 4p, 5s. After p subshell, below to the p subshell, we should start the s subshell of the next shell. Okay, you can see here. And we know that the shells are up to the 7p are known to us. Okay, now so up to this actually 118 electrons will get filled up to this. So this is the Abba's principle. Don't forget how to draw. This is the one part. So in this way the electrons are get filled. 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p. This is the way. Now the second principle after Abba's principle, the next rule is the Hund's rule. What the Hund's rule states? Hund's rule states that when several orbitals of similar energy are available, then electron first fills all the orbitals with parallel spin before pairing. You are listening these statements perhaps first time, so you may feel, what's the statement, what is the meaning? But the meaning is very easy. Hund's rule states that when several orbitals of similar energy are available, okay now, for example, if we consider carbon, okay, in case of carbon atomic number is 6, means carbon consists of 6 electrons. So how these 6 electrons are get distributed? Just we saw the sequence that in as per the Abba's principle, firstly electrons will goes into the 1s subshell. 1s2, here we should not read it as a 1s square, no, it's a 1s2. It means what? 1s consists of 2 electrons, comma 2s consists of 2 electrons, because in the above principle we saw just now sequence 1s, 2s, and after 2s electron will be entered into the 2p subshell, 1s, 2s and 2p, isn't it? We can draw it like this. 1s, that subshell is made up of how many orbitals? Yes, s subshell is made up of 1 orbital. Okay, now I am representing by one box. S subshell is made up of 1 orbital and p subshell is made up of 3 orbitals. Okay, so 1s consists of 2 electrons, first electron, second electron. So that sign is for the electrons. Okay, na, this is half upward directed arrow means first electron, half a downward directed arrow means second electron. Now 2s consists of 2 electrons. First electron I showed by the upward half upward directed arrow, and half-headed upward directed arrow, downward directed half-headed arrow indicates the second electron, and here 2p consists of the 2 electrons. So these electrons are to be filled like this: first electron in the first orbital, second electron in the second orbital. Are you understanding? P subshell is made up of 3 orbitals, and that is px, py, pz. These are the names of orbitals. So we should fill the electrons like this. First electron here, second electron. We should not fill both the electrons in the one orbital. This principle states that. Suppose we want to write the nitrogen N7, it will become, it's a 1s2, I'll keep space here. Nitrogen 7, it's a 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So you know how to show the 1s and 2s, same as it is. Here 2p consists of the p subshell consists of the 3 electrons. So first electron, second electron and third electron. I am going to repeat the statement of Hund's rule. We are learning the Hund's rule. It states that when several orbitals of similar energy are available, here for these 3 electrons, px, py and pz, 3 orbitals are available. When several orbitals of similar energy are available, then electron first fills all the orbitals with parallel spin. So this is electron with parallel spin, electron with parallel spin, electron with parallel spin. In this way the electrons are get filled. Okay, na? And before pairing, suppose 4th electron is to be filled, then the pairing will occur, isn't it? So we should not show this like 2p3. If someone want to show like this 2p1, 2p2 and 2p3, it's a wrong one. Electrons will not, 3 electrons in the p subshell will not get filled as per this pattern. The electrons will get filled as per this pattern. Okay, so it's just similar to the human tendency. Okay, suppose we are alone and we are traveling and we are entering into the vehicle, state transport vehicle. Suppose in ST we are entering, we'll see all the seats are empty, so we'll try to choose the seat for us near to the window. Okay, now everyone try to occupy or sit over the seat where near to the window, and when we see that all the window seats are packed, then we'll get paired, isn't it? In the same way, electrons also shows such a behavior. Say oxygen 8, how to show? 1s2, 2s2 as usual. Here 2p4, oxygen atomic number 8, there are the total 8 electrons. How these 8 electrons are distributed? First 2 electrons in s subshell, say next 2 electron in 2s, and next 4 electrons in 2p. Now we know that p subshell is made up of 3 orbitals like this. How these 4 electrons should I show? First electron in first orbital, second electron in second orbital, and third electron in the third orbital, and then the pairing occurs. Okay, so this is about the Hund's rule. You should not show that both the electrons are in one and another pair of electron is here. No, it is wrong. So in this way, the electrons are get filled. All the orbitals are get filled with the parallel spin. We call it as a parallel spin. And before pairing, if all the orbitals are get filled with the parallel spin, then the pairing occurs. This is about the Hund's rule. And the last one is Pauli's principle. What I discussed here, Gauss principle. Then the next one is the Pauli's principle, or it is also known as Pauli's exclusion principle. Pauli's principle states that each orbital can accommodate maximum 2 electrons with opposite spin. Suppose electrons are to be shown in S subshell, we should show like this. 2 electrons if we want to show, one is of upward directed half-headed arrow, and another should be shown as a half arrow, downward directed half arrow should be used. Suppose if anyone said that both electrons are of the same spin, no. It's a wrong one. Either upward directed both one, downward directed both one. No, it is wrong representation. Spin means what? Say in cricket we are saying now off spin, leg spin. Like this, electrons are also revolving around itself. Okay, and that direction determines the spin of electron. So in an orbital, both the electrons didn't have an identical spin, isn't it? If both the electrons having a, what happens? The magnetic field is get created by the electron. So first electron creates its magnetic field, and equal and opposite amount of the magnetic field is created by the another electron because of its opposite spin. So that's why that each orbital can accommodate maximum 2 electrons with the opposite spin, and it is applicable for the all orbitals. Suppose we are talking about the p subshell. P subshell is made up of px, py, and pz orbitals. So here in this case, that we know that the electrons are filled in this way, and later on if the electrons are get paired, one is of the upward directed arrow should be shown by the upward directed arrow, and another should be shown by the downward directed arrow. Okay, so this is about the Pauli's principle. Okay, in this video what we discussed, first of all I told you about the Gauss principle. Above principle states that the electrons are filled as per the sequence. First electrons will get entered into the 1s, then 2s, then 2p, 3s, 3p, then 4s, 3d. Okay, like that sequences get followed. So this is important one, above principle. Secondly, in the Hund's rule we studied that when several orbitals of the same energy are available, for example d subshell is made up of the 5 orbitals, okay, and these are of the same energy. So what will happen? If we want to show the electron, first electron should be in the first orbital, then second, fourth, fifth, then third, fourth, fifth, and the next 6th electron will get paired. Until and unless all electrons are of the parallel spin and unpaired, then till that the pairing will not occur. If all the electrons are unpaired one and all the electrons are of the parallel spin, then the pairing occurs. Okay, that about the Hund's rule. And lastly, Pauli's principle, we state that each orbital can accommodate maximum 2 electrons, and these 2 electrons are of the opposite spin. If suppose one is of like the off spin, another electron of that orbital should be moved like that of the comparable of the leg spin, isn't it? So the magnetic field created by the electron, both electrons will get compensated. Okay, by all of you. So here these rules we stated, isn't it? In the next one, I'll discuss about the electronic configuration, exact electronic configuration of hydrogen, helium, lithium. So if we know these basics one, so easily we can draw the electronic configuration. Okay, bye.